Hello and welcome to Blockchain Gaming World with me, John Jordan. So we're with Splinterlands, a game that's just launched, or fairly recently launched, its SPS governance token. And today the staking mechanic has just gone live. So this is my dashboard for Splinterlands. And you can see at the top there are the various different currencies, and here is the SPS tab. So click on this and I get my SPS management dashboard up. And for SPS, there's basically this interesting sort of continual airdrop going on. So for the next kind of year or so, at least a year minus a few days, however many days we're in, can't remember. We are everyone who's got assets in Splinterlands, basically every day gets airdropped a proportion. Well, there's a certain level of SPS tokens that are there for the daily airdrop. And obviously they are distributed proportionally to account depending on what your airdrop points are. So you can see here, my total at the moment is 336,286 airdrop points. So this is just something that the developer has sort of created. The total airdrop system air points is 6 billion 160 million blah blah blah. So I've only got a very small percentage, obviously, and that's built up of various different things. So this is the collection power is the amount of cards I have. The dark energy crystals is the cryptocurrency in the game. The liquidity pools is something I've got going on Uniswap on Ethereum, and there's various other things you can have here, like card packs, land NFTs and various other things. So I've got some of them, not all of them, and that basically makes up my airdrop kind of situation. And then every day I get some more of this stuff, and this is actually spread across different wallets. So depending on where you have these assets, you might be claiming these in different wallets. So you would get some in the Hive wallet. So this is sort of the in-game asset. So the collection power basically goes there. This is Binance. Anything you got on Binance Smart Chain you can claim. This is Wax. This is Ethereum. This is the original Steam blockchain that the game ran on, and also Tron. So there's various things you can claim. You can see at the moment I've got some to claim on Ethereum, but which I'm not going to claim at the moment because I'll have to sign it through with my Ethereum wallet, so it's a bit of a pain. But I've claimed some of the ones. I've basically been claiming the ones I've been collecting on the Hive blockchain. So these ones here, I hit claim, run through the blockchain, and they end up here. So this 135.6 SPS tokens, that's what I've been earning from Hive. So we can see here, this is where the kind of the staking happens. We can also see that I did have some, because the SPS token runs on the Hive blockchain and also the Binance Smart Chain. So I did have some SPS in my Binance Smart Chain wallet, which is attached here. There's nothing in there at the moment, but I had some and then I transferred them in here as well. So sort of different ways of accessing SPS. It's one of these tokens, as many tokens now do, that sort of sits on different blockchains for different purposes. But it all comes sort of back in. It's all sort of brought together in this dashboard on the Hive blockchain. So we can see here I've got 135.6 SPS tokens, and currently the APR is sort of the annual percentage rate you get if you stake this. So staking, we've seen this on plenty of blockchain projects, starting with a lot of the DeFi stuff. Basically, if you have a token, you can obviously just keep it, kind of hodl it, I suppose. But the idea behind most tokens is if you get people to stake those tokens, then it means they are less likely to sell them because they're getting a return. So this is a bit like having a bit like a bank account back in the day when you could get interest if you put $100 in your bank account at 2% interest. At the end of the year, you had to have $102. Then if you kept it in there at the end of the year, you'd have 104 point something or other, however it goes, compound interest. So this is what's happening here. Obviously, because this is blockchain, you tend to have these very high levels of APR. They're estimated. Obviously, this is an annual rate, so this has only been live for about a week. So this is generally over time this drops as more people stake in. There's less reward to go around, so you end up with very high APRs at the start when not many people are staking, and then over time as more and more get staked, the rewards are spread out, distributed across a larger staking pool, and you get less of them. So this will definitely go down. This will go down over time and end up probably less than 50%, I would think. So don't expect you're going to get this. And the other thing to remember is obviously you're getting this APR. You're getting that in the SPS token. So the price of SPS has been going down quite a lot recently. So you may be getting a lot of extra tokens, but if the price of the tokens is dropping enormously, then your dollar amount is going to be dropping as well. So just be aware of these things. That you sort of there's no free lunches. There's always risk involved in this sort of stuff. But effectively, this SPS stuff you're getting for free pretty much. So this is just stuff I had in the game already. So I've not done any extra investments to gain any of this stuff extra. This is effectively free money. So I'm not really risking anything from that point of view. So let's see how this staking works. So we can see here I've got nothing staked, but I've got this in-game liquid token. So the point is to sort of get these into staking. So right, so this is my available option. Currently staked nothing. So once staked, tokens will not be able to be transferred or sold until they are unstaked. So you stake them and then you have to unstake them, obviously. Unstaking process takes 4 weeks, with 25% of the unstaked tokens becoming available after each week. So this is something that if you stake these tokens in and you suddenly want to get them out and sell them, you can't. They're locked in. One of the whole points of staking is that it gets people, rewards people for not selling their tokens, or not having their tokens available to be easily sold. That's sort of one of the philosophies, one of the kind of business designs of getting people to stake. So just be aware of that. You are locking your tokens in. If you think you might want to sell them, don't lock them in, don't stake them, or don't stake, all of them. So let's put in 135 of what I've got, which is pretty much everything. So gonna just confirm that. So this obviously we have this unstaking kind of situation going on. It's just reminding me again that's the case. That's fine. So now it's doing a blockchain transaction on the Hive blockchain. So we just have to wait for that to go through, and then hopefully we'll see those tokens have been staked. Obviously, another reason for sort of staking tokens. Here we go. Has it gone through yet? Yeah. So now we can see in-game. My in-game. So my balance is still the same, but my in-game amount has gone down and my staked ones have gone up. Now at the moment obviously there's nothing to claim because I've literally just staked it in like 2 seconds ago, but over time obviously the amount to be claimed this will start going up. Obviously, oh there we go. So it's actually just clicked on now. So you can see I've got 135, and if I kept that in for trying to do the maths now, if I kept that in for a 20th of a year, what's the 20th of a year? Do the maths. If I kept it in for about 2 months, I would have doubled what I put in. But the interesting thing about this staking mechanic is obviously as you build up this, you see, so I've already got 0.001, so you can see it's sort of working. And as you start to build up a claim here from this APR, you can unstake, you can claim these tokens that you've gained from the staking process, and they'll go into your in-game liquid sort of wallet. But then, of course, you can stake those in again. So basically, this becomes sort of you have compound interest, and then as long as you claim what you're getting, you're effectively you're compounding. Then you put that back in, and that's where the compounding happens. And obviously the other thing with cryptocurrencies tends to be the price is obviously very volatile. So you can end up having compound interest on an asset that is more likely than not going to increase in dollar value as well. So these things can be, assuming that the Splinterlands as a game continues to grow over the next sort of kind of 4 weeks at least. These things can start to kind of provide very good returns. Now, again, this is not investment advice. As I say, all this sort of stuff is free. So this is just sort of showing you how to use the staking mechanics. I wouldn't recommend anyone goes out and buys loads of SPS to stake. Unless you've sort of done your due diligence on it and you've played Splinterlands and you sort of understand some of the risks involved with this sort of stuff. As I say, if you're just playing the game, you get this. You're going to get this for free anyway every day. So this is just like a nice extra that's kind of you're locking your tokens up for a little bit, but you're getting these rewards. So it's kind of a very sort of straightforward feature actually. Although we've not seen it in an awful lot of games. But I think we will see in pretty much every game of the token will do this. I mean, Axie Infinity is going to be doing this. If you have a token, sort of a governance token in particular, why wouldn't you do this? Blockchain Cuties does it as well. So this will be something that just everyone does. Illuvium does it as well. Actually, so I'm trying to think of all the games. This is just something sort of to get used to in your head. They all have different sort of unstaking periods of time, so that's something to be aware of. How quickly you can unstake, because obviously at some point you might need. Or you might want to sort of cash out and move to another project. You might actually need the money to sort of cash out back into fiat and stuff like that. So you have to be aware of these sort of things. But the really interesting thing I would say about Splinterlands is basically you're getting this stuff for free. You're getting this SPS for free every day via this airdrop system, and so sort of staking it is just something that everyone should be doing, unless you are going to be selling your SPS off every day. Obviously, if you're doing that, don't stake at all. But if you think you're going to keep it in for some weeks or some months, then it just makes sense to lock that in there. So that's the video for today. Thanks for watching this blockchain gaming world, where we spend our time dipping into all these games and seeing how they're bringing together these sort of interesting blockchain features. Find it all pretty fascinating. Hope you do too. So please subscribe to the channel. Thanks for watching this video, and see you again soon.